Did y'all hear about the video? It's a local woman. She has a heavy accent. I don't know if she's from Tanzania, but she says her source told her that Joe McCann frequently is in Zanzibar, and he is well known to the hotel staff in Zanzibar. And the reason why Ashley and Joe were arguing is because since they got there on April 4th, he would leave the villa at night to go visit the local women.
Come to find out, Joe is the man in Zanzibar, and all the local women over there treat him just like a king. And it's being reported this not the first time he had to take a sister out. With that money he bringing in, baby, those women in Zanzibar would be damned if Big Daddy go to jail. The rumor is he being protected. They need him to keep on paying their bills. We're about to get into this news, but before we do, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You got African women in Africa that refuse to look at a black man. So y'all think they trying to see Joe go to jail?
Man, if a black man asks me out, I'm happy to pass the person on to a friend because I don't feel safe with a black man. I easily feel safe. I feel seen. I feel loved the right way with a white man. So today I just wanted to say something about the trendy, unfortunate incidents involving social media influencer that passed in Africa. It's so poor. It's such a poor mentality that every time things like that happen involving a popular person or a public figure, everyone jumps on it and ignore the fact that somebody just passed away. Regardless of whatever everyone thinks they have to say about it, it's not going to bring back the fact that this young aspiring lady has gone. And the painful part is this black men now, African men, black men in particular, I can't be deemed racist because I'm black myself, are not coming out to say, oh, this black women that always go for the white men, serves them right, they ignore us, the black men, and they're going after white men. That's such a poor mentality. For me in particular, I'm not going out. I didn't get married to a black man or dating a black man. Not because I don't find them attractive, but because I don't feel safe with a black man. And be honest, I'm not really attracted to a black man. If a black man asks me out, I'm happy to pass the person on to a friend instead of going with a person because I'm not really attracted to a black man. I feel I easily fall in love with a white man. I easily feel safe. I feel seen. I feel loved the right way with a white man. So when things like this happen, it's such a poor mentality that people come out instead of saying this lady has passed on and just talk about what has happened. They'll categorize it into a specific, it's crazy. I love what I love. I still love my white man. I'll always choose a white man over a black man every day. Every day. So it's not a color thing. It's evil mentality. It's people that are being evil. If someone wakes up today and chooses to kill his fiance, it's not a color thing. It's an individual thing. All right, not choosing a black or a white man. A black man can also kill his wife. How many is uncountable? So let's be guided and just leave the black interracial ladies that chooses to be with a white man alone. We love our white men.
I'm not mad at no queen for liking what they like. And if you like being dead, that's all right with me too. People got to do what's best for them. The same way Ashley felt like she was doing what was best for her. But when men feel like they can have their way with women simply based off of their social status, that's when things turn into a bloody mess.
Did y'all hear about the video? It's a local woman. She has a heavy accent. I don't know if she's from Tanzania, but she says her source told her that Joe McCann frequently is in Zanzibar, and he is well known to the hotel staff in Zanzibar. And the reason why Ashley and Joe were arguing is because since they got there on April 4th, he would leave the villa at night to go visit the local women. So they got in a huge argument because at night he would go be with local women in Zanzibar. And then he had a nerve to catch an attitude because this man was paying Ashley a compliment. And that's how the argument started. That's how the argument started, that she blurted out so loud, but you've been cheating on me since we got here. You've been going to go see local women. They also said that Joe is being detained and they withheld his passport. And also a man that is Joe McCann's friend from Zanzibar is also being detained with questioning. So this story is just getting deeper and deeper. Like, it's so crazy, but it's so obvious that he had something to do with Ashlee Janae's passing, allegedly. I don't know all the facts, but this is what I'm just hearing. I just heard a whole video audio, and this is what the lady said. It's a couple people being detained. So that's the update for right now. But just look at his eyes. He just looks like evil lives here. Those eyes just tell a story of a man that is just not to be trusted. This picture right here, it just gives me just a feeling in my gut.
We lost a lot of sisters this month to domestic violence, and it wasn't all done by white men. You got black men out here killing people too, and it's so sad to see. I want to pray for y'all ladies out there. Y'all got to be more careful when y'all dating. If you in a relationship and things not looking right, that brother may be crazy or whatever the case is, you need to get up out of there. It seemed like with Ashley's situation, she ain't have a clue that Joe was crazy until it was too late. She knew he was crazy about them black women, and that's all she needed to have leverage over the man. Her chocolate skin was his fetish. They claim he had jungle fever. Rest in peace to Ashley. It's a shame how many women we losing out here.
All right, it's time to have a tough conversation because I told you this conversation weighed heavy on my heart this morning. April has been a horrible month of violence against black women by their partners, and in one case, by their own son. Ladies, it's time to take the rose-colored glasses off. If he shows you an inkling of being possessive or abusive, it's time to get out that relationship immediately. Because you know who are suffering? Our children. Me looking down because, yes, I had to write all this down. There are 800 to 1,000 victims annually by murder-suicide from their romantic partners. And I just want to apologize right now if I pronounce any of their names wrong. Dr. Sandra Fairfax, a mother, a wife, and a dentist, was shot and killed by her husband, former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax. He then turned the gun on himself. Former Vice Mayor Nancy Brown was killed by her husband, Stephen Bowen, and he has been charged with murder. Pastor Tammy McCollum was shot and killed by her husband, Eddie McCollum. They've been married for over 30 years. Content influencer Ashley Robinson, aka Ashlee Janae, died in Zanzibar on a birthday trip where her fiance, Joe McCann, proposed to her on that trip. Joe McCann right now is being questioned in Zanzibar. This is very new. Still being questioned in Zanzibar. Detroit rapper S.A.T was shot and killed in Atlanta. She was 14 weeks pregnant. It has been reported that she was shot by her alleged boyfriend who did not want her to keep the baby. I just felt the need to do this post because it just really breaks my heart that there's so many women out here being murdered every day by men that they trust.
I got a bone in my nose to pick with them women in Zanzibar. There's rumors that y'all don't really care for African American women or men for that matter, and they sticking up for Joe because he got the dough. They say when he hit the town, he opened up that wallet. He could buy a whole village and them people ain't gotta work again for the rest of their life. People concerned about Epstein Island. What about the whole of Africa? How y'all think we got here? People giving up the booty too fast. Next thing you know, they lose respect for the local men. Next thing you know, you on a ship headed to some foreign country to work for the next 600, 700 years. Hell, we still working. All because of easy access. Y'all can find it in the history books. This ain't the first time something like this happened in Africa. Lord have mercy. Rest in peace to Ashlee Janae.
I'm going to say her name one more time. Ashlee Janae. Ashlee Janae. I'm going to say her name one more time. Ashlee Janae. So allegedly, her and her fiance, okay, they were on a getaway in Tanzania. And this was a birthday trip. I have to say allegedly because no police reports have come out yet, okay? So what I'm about to say is brace yourself. Allegedly, it was reported that Ashlee Janae hung herself. And her fiance is the one who reported it to Tanzania police. So, first of all, I was at a premiere party when somebody presented this information to me, and I looked at a few reports online. And what I'm gathering is that when they went to Tanzania, she had posted the photos, and it's just now getting back to U.S. and her family and friends' ears that she's no longer here on this earth. So what I can say is until official reports come out, because in some cases you just don't know, it could be highly, highly unlikely that this Black woman would take her own life. In addition to that, I also want to talk to people who are saying, because she talked about the soft life and being with an interracial guy. But I want to say that no, we're not just going to say and categorize this as, oh my gosh, you all want to date a white man, or you all want to have the soft life and this is a consequence of it. If you ask me, that is a little victim blaming. Okay. Now, what I can say also is this is an isolated incident. There are plenty of Black women with white men who would not have these accusations, and you know what those accusations are about this case related to her. So what I can say is this: you have to pick your partner well, and this is not me victim blaming. I'm just saying pick your partner well. We just heard about that story with Nancy, that vice mayor in Florida. Her husband allegedly used a silencer and shot her 3 times, okay, when she was asleep, and then went back down to sleep downstairs, and then contacted a family member and told her about it, and the family member called police. Okay. And then you also have that other incident where that woman was married to her husband for 30 years, and these were 2 Black couples, and the husband just spazzed out and killed her. Excuse me. And then this woman was a minister. So what I can say is this, and we all, this is men and women, we all have to look at red flags. No one wants to hear this news. No one wants to hear that any of their family friend, their daughter, was unalive. I know that she was a very, very popular Instagram influencer. She had the aesthetic, but again, aesthetic means nothing. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. The only thing I can say is for self-protection, you need to ask for discerning of spirits. And when you see red flags, leave the first time. And because there is no official information about this case, I cannot, blame another party. All I can say is if you see red flags in your relationship, I don't care if you're in a homosexual relationship, I don't care if you heterosexual, I don't care what you're in, a parent relationship, sister relationship, you need to leave. Okay?
Want to give me attitude, then turned around and get slaughtered. I would hate to see this happen to anybody. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. I'm over here praying, hoping that it won't be no copycat murderers this summer. And if it is, it probably wouldn't even make it to the news, just like all the other murders that took place in foreign countries. Hell, took place in America that we don't even know about, don't even hear about. They sweep it under the rug. If Joe didn't have a name or if Ashley didn't have a name, we probably wouldn't even have known what happened.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want, and my music hit so hard.